Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello there, and welcome to the highlights of our commentary for A Nightmare on Elm Street. My name is Will, and today I'm joined by Jack.
Hello.
And we have a special guest today. Today we are joined by Scott from Sunnydale Survivor.
Hi, you okay?
Be sure to check his channel out in the link below. And before we get into the video, please feel free to like and subscribe, as it really does help us out, and we really do appreciate it. Thank you, and enjoy the video. So, when did you first watch this, Scott?
Well, this is going to make me sound ancient, but when I was a kid, my mum and dad would let me rent things from a video rental store. They weren't bothered what it was. That's where I found, like, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Hellraiser. Yeah, so probably, like, maybe 8, maybe younger, I don't remember.
Gosh.
And it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, mine was like Clockwork Orange style when I was up around my nan's house, just like that. Like, I've been shown it by my uncle, like, watch this and learn.
I do kind of feel like I'm missing out on the whole nostalgia feeling of it, because I didn't watch it when I was like 10.
Yeah.
I'm watching it now, I'm not going to be, I'll be honest, it's not going to scare me.
Johnny Depp.
Introducing his first film.
Yeah, Jack did say.
All I can say for this film is Johnny Depp is.
He's brilliant in this. Robert Englund is the one and only, can't be replaced. We can get some violent conversations about the 2010 one. It's just you can't replace him really, can you? It's Jackie. I like the take of trying to make it more scary, but it just.
I think there was just too much reliance on CGI, whereas this film's very practical effects.
I love
all the way
yeah.
through.
So Jack, you met Robert Englund before, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, that was I was so nervous. I went to get a picture with him, and he was doing like different poses, and he was like, "Oh, I'll trim your beard." And I just looked at him. I went, "Can you choke me, please, for the picture?" And that's what that picture is.
Everything seems really sweaty.
I love that 80s hair.
Is he the 80s, typical 80s dad who's like wears a vest and he's got like bean stains on it and drinks beer?
I don't think he's ever in it, is he, after the scene?
Oh, is that it?
No.
Oh, no, bring it
I
back.
don't think.
Oh, this is iconic. For grab your crucifix. This was Heather Langkamp's boyfriend come up with this.
Who's
Oh,
At the
I
current
didn't know
time, yeah, he was, when she was doing it, he come up humming a song to them dancing, and they used it. Oh, look at Johnny Depp there.
That's how I dress.
What went wrong? What went wrong, Johnny?
Oh, with Johnny Depp, $20,000 worth of wine a month.
Heather was really good in this as Nancy.
Yeah.
She beat so many actresses for this as well, but I really like her. Some people say she wasn't good in this. I think she's really good.
I think she's good because she's not your typical final girl, though, is she? But I will say, well, if you enjoy this movie, you need to watch it again alone to appreciate all the music.
Oh,
Yeah.
The music in this film is fantastic.
I know a little bit about Freddy. He's like a child killer or something like that. And he got burnt up in a fire, then he has a fight
yeah,
with
we'll do
Jason.
the thing. Maybe.
I'm gonna punch out your ugly lights, whoever you
I'm
are.
gonna punch your ugly lights
Yeah, I
out.
That's what you say, Jack, isn't it, when you're lighting Weatherspoons?
Kitty.
Weatherspoons.
Yates.
As I'm sipping my little iced milk coffee, yeah, I'm really good at Weatherspoons.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, that
Yeah.
classic 80s jump scare.
He's always got like a
Yeah, it was-
music.
Yeah. When I watched it as a kid, I almost pissed myself at that point.
Yeah, oh,
So I,
no.
I didn't know what the hell I was watching.
So what's going on here? An orgy
He's
or
the
something?
loser, obviously.
An orgy or something.
Sleepover date, Rod.
He wishes.
Tina and me. Glenn was
What's a piece of Johnny Depp?
We're here for Tina now, not ourselves.
Is he holding a leaf? Oh no, it's just.
Why is she so bothered by a stupid nightmare anyway?
So it's just quite a slow-paced beginning.
I would say.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is a great shot. I want you to see, well, if you can guess how it was done. This is the shot.
Yeah, there you go.
That's so cool. Is it like a big balloon or something?
Sort of.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so they had Robert Englund behind a wall of spandex.
Hmm.
And he just had to push his face through it. It's so creepy because it looks kind of CGI, but it's
That's
not.
so good, practical. This is iconic. This is the
Okay.
scene.
No.
So 80s. This backlot with smoke.
It's so gross.
Ugh. What?
Yeah, don't ask. Nobody knows why. Watching the scene as a kid and just freaking out.
Oh! Jesus Christ. It's not gonna scare me. That actually made me jump. I hate stuff like that.
This scene is practical effect wizardry.
Oh.
So good. So good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's proper
Awful.
disturbing
Yeah.
that. The way that crawl up like that.
I don't think
Yeah.
it'd be this gory.
Oh yeah. I think that scene is so interesting how they made it. Because they had a room that they just tilted and turned around.
Yeah.
So she was actually crawling along like the floor basically as the room turned around. This mother is my favourite character in this entire movie. Minus Freddy. She's fabulous. She's so over the top.
She's just like the woman from the X-Files.
Oi! Don't you say that about Scully.
Oh, there you go. She having a
There she
top
is.
up in the morning.
Get pissed first thing in the morning.
Oh, it's the 80s, you know.
I love it. She's so good. Have a drink. Just. I love these shifts. That scared me as a kid.
Yeah. Awful. Just how quickly it goes from she's awake till she's asleep.
Yeah,
It's
this is the
creepy.
first time we're mixing into these sort of daydreams.
Oh.
Oh, it's so good.
It's such a horrible concept of how you can't fall asleep. And I'm intrigued to know why he chases them. Why does he just pick this group of 4 kids?
Yeah.
Oh,
Love it. It's so cool.
Oh.
Who are you?
Oh.
You must recognise the scene.
Yeah.
It's an image coming up that's really...
yeah.
I don't know this. I know the picture because it's used on everyone's thumbnails for
Yeah.
for this video. I just didn't realise she was so young in this.
I remember a lot of people didn't like this when it first came out, this specific shot as well, like over-sexualising. That's what they thought was quite a... Oh, that's such a good shot.
Mother? Don't fall asleep in there. You
What, mother?
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Don't fall asleep in there.
What she got there? A bit of Baileys and vodka in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Stuff my subtitle was Freddy laughing. It's just like a young girl drowning, just Freddy laughing.
Like I say, it's commitment. They built a bathtub over like a pool or something like that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Drag her under. But I don't like being awake for too long. Like that feeling when you get tired. Like I have to go straight to bed. So the feeling of being awake for like potentially days, it's such an awful feeling.
God, I look 20 years old.
So when she's like, God, I look like I'm 30 or whatever. What age did she say?
20.
20. I'm like, oh, I wish I looked that young when I was 20.
Oh, I like this. This is really good.
Makes me wish they kept Freddy as a scary villain.
I know.
'Cause
It's
he's so good at being creepy.
2, I think, is the best for him being horrible and...
He was so underrated.
It's just like grin, isn't it? I like how it just cuts the music.
The iconic door.
Oh. God, I see what you mean. The practicals are so good.
Minus this
It
one.
just...
It's a Leatherface.
Don't! I forgot about...
I just asked you to do one thing. Just stay awake and watch me. Just wake me up if it looked like I was having a bad dream.
You are so
And
dumb.
what did you do? You
She's kind of she's a bit chilled out, I think.
Yeah, considering she was almost killed.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Look at that.
Yeah, just a little
I want that outfit.
Right back to
He's so
sleep.
pissed.
Okay.
You want her
She just,
outfit.
yeah, look at her just sort of leaning. You could smell the ciggies, can't you?
Oh, she's fallen asleep, hasn't she? Like in an instant. Oh no, she doesn't. Okay.
No.
No. Oh, I'm just gonna stop guessing. I get it wrong every time.
Close.
Come on.
It is interesting that there's a feather there, though.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Time to go, honey.
And it's
Time to go, honey. The bar's open.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got a £100 tab. Get there quick before everyone uses it.
I'm just loving it. It's like no one says Elm Street in this whole film. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah, not once.
I've got something better. I'm going to get her some help.
I'm gonna get her some help.
Let's get you some vodka, honey.
I don't see why you couldn't just give me a pill to keep me from dreaming.
I don't know what that one on the chin's meant to monitor.
A drill.
Yeah, I don't know much about sleep studies, but
Yeah. This is if she sees something too shocking and her draw drops too much, they can monitor the diameter.
yeah, could be.
Her chin hasn't dropped at all. I think she's fine.
How can you not love this woman? She's like lit up
Yeah, I know.
in like a doctor's surgery. She's like,
She is my spirit animal. Just
she don't give a fuck.
You see that picture in the back of the cats on the tram?
everything's brilliant.
Am I dreaming this film?
Where did you get that?
You just look like
You know,
Where's
you know,
Wally?
like Oogly spooked her. She's got a hat.
No.
Ripped it off his head.
No.
So you're able to bring things out of the dream world into yours.
That's kind of what their feather was hinted at a while back.
Oh.
Because he obviously ripped off the pillows and stuff.
And stop
Yeah.
drinking that damn coffee.
When we do the highlight video, I'm going to edit myself saying that over the scene where she brings the hat out, so it doesn't
Oh,
look like I'm paying
no, you're
attention.
Where did you
So you're able to bring things out of the dream world into yours.
Or maybe I should grab that
So why did they
bottle
take her out of
and
the
wedge with
hospital?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, no.
yeah.
It's happening to me by just getting
She woke up with cuts on her arm and a weird hat in her bed. Oh.
That normally would work, wouldn't it? Just give her a slap, but you better now, honey. She's like, yep.
Come after me.
I'm definitely awake.
My precious.
She's been licking off the floor probably.
Yeah.
Just comes back in with Siggy as well, on the ground.
Got
Like,
straw.
It's moving along quickly, this film. I like it.
Yeah?
There's just no overindulgence. It's just scene.
yeah, that's what you said. You thought it would be a slow burn. I think it's perfectly paced. This film.
Yeah.
A filthy child murderer who killed at least 20
Okay,
kids
we're
in
getting some
the
exposition
neighborhood.
now. Oh no. Why would you take that?
It's like poltergeist vibes, isn't it? It's like on the remains. Like you've got the possession in you.
Yeah.
You're entitled to get haunted almost.
Why would you keep that? So my guess is Freddy is hunting down the children of the parents who killed him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Johnny Depp in a crop top, honestly. I didn't know I was gay before I watched this film.
How long's it been since you slept?
It's coming up on the 7th day.
Oh, 7 days of sleeping.
No, I can't even do like 2 days without feeling like I'm gonna die.
I can only do 1.
Who?
The killer.
That's a fresh wound.
Just faint as soon as I saw that. Just
Yeah.
pass out.
Jack's not
You'd
good
think
with
they would
blood.
have fixed it at the hospital before they let
Yeah.
go, but
Yeah.
Well, her chin vitals were fine.
well, that's all that matters.
Oh, that is brilliant. That
She's not even subtle. She don't give a towards
Yeah.
this woman.
look at that.
She's necking
She-
vodka.
They should have just had a shot where she just did that and then looked at her. Then like, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm what?
If that was me, as soon as that touched my lips, I'd instantly vomit.
Oh,
Does he try and come through the phone or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's disgusting.
so good. I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
I hate stuff like that. Just creepy guys. I hate. That's so good.
Oh. Oh, it's-
Just like an unnecessary amount of blood. That would not come from one person.
Didn't like that. So this is the Home Alone scene.
Yeah.
There's going to be
Full
some
on booby trap in the house.
paint on the top of the stairs. Put a needle on the floor.
Oh, don't, that freaks me
Yeah.
out.
That's your nature. That's your gift.
Now get me the vodka, please. I need to face it.
Sometime you have to turn away too.
Oh, she has it. Okay. Where did that come from?
Oh, I literally love the mum in this.
I'm excited for this. I'm excited for the final showdown.
It's a great part of this film. Like, it's not many horror films where the final girl goes for the killer. It goes after them. Normally, like, the final showdown's just because the killer's running after them or whatever.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
Halloween. Well, but in this one, she's like, I'm going to find you and I'm going to kick the shit out of you.
We haven't seen much of him for the past half an hour, really, have we?
No.
But that's also what we said about him being so elusive and like seeing rare bits of him. When it's very scary. As it goes on, he becomes the vocal point of them, which is all. Some people, I get how some people don't like him as they go on because it gets too silly. They think, but I quite like it. His character that he becomes. This was all in an LA jail basement with inmates above them.
Really?
Yeah, this is the one that every boiler room shot was in an active prison.
I have a feeling we're going to have an Inception. She's in a dream in a dream.
I'm crazy after all.
Oh, that's good.
Was that the
Well,
jump
that jump
scare?
scare, used to, yeah, that one used to terrify me as a child every time.
And you don't see that, like the girl's just like messing with him.
Yeah. That's why I love her so much as a final girl. Oh god. Ooh.
That was like something from a theme park ride.
Not all the practical effects work. Most of
Well,
them.
that's what I always say and think. Like, this is
That was cool.
1984. If you
Isn't
look at
that cool?
films that would do even use like practical effects, prosthetics, animatronics nowadays, they look terrible even compared to this.
There's only 5 minutes left. Like, how could it end? Here we go.
I love that
And
shot.
another one again. Look, oh,
That's so good.
Love smoke coming off it as well.
I know you're there, Freddy.
that used to scare me, that bit, when I was a kid.
This whole
The tension's building
thing
up,
is
I can
just
tell,
a
'cause I'm-
dream.
Getting nervous. Hooray. So the whole
Does it
film was
feel
a
like a
dream.
horror?
The whole film was a dream.
They say you bottomed out when you can't remember the night
Who
before.
knows? But it's like unnaturally bright. I think it's like a bit too bright.
Yeah, there's a bit of smoke machine going on as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Is she in heaven?
Good girl.
Oh no.
Is there a better end to a horror film? I don't think so.
In the Freddy Krueger car.
One, two, three,
It was sick.
Oh.
Why does it have to end with that shockingly bad special effect? So Scott, start us off. What do you think? Obviously you've seen it many times, but review it for us.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm
I
Street.
mean, I never get bored rewatching it. I think it's a classic. I think. I say one of the things that makes it for me is all the practical effects, because so many modern horror films rely on CGI, computer graphics, and stuff. So to me, it's just, I don't know. It's got a special place in my heart. But that's probably because I watched it from such a young age as well.
Definitely a nostalgia aspect of this film for you.
A lot of it, yeah. I still think it's a good film. Like, I don't. When I've shown it to people who've never watched it before, they still think it's a brilliant film. I mean, they tell me it is. They might not think it. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested to hear what you think because you've never seen it before.
I liked it. I did like it. I liked the story. I thought it was like just paced really well. I've liked the characters. I always like it when films don't try and give expendable characters a character. The story was good. The special effects definitely, but the special effects are definitely the best part of that film for me. Definitely. It was a bit more. I wouldn't say funnier. I felt like I would have laughed more, if that makes sense. Like, 'cause when you watch it with other people, some of the kills and stuff, although they're like disgusting, it is a bit not over the toppy and kind of funny to watch. It was good. It was good. I liked it.
Favorite death?
My favorite death. No, favorite death. It's probably the first one. The girl.
Tina.
Yeah.
Tina, yeah.
And Jack's gonna give us an essay.
No, what Scott said, practicality wise, it just makes it so much better. And as I said, it's such. If you, like you said, you've never seen this film before, if you come into the horror genre, that's the most unique story ever. You'd always have a killer chases some teens, you know, they kill them, revenge story, they witness them do something. You never have someone that will kill you in your dreams, sort of like an OG classic that Wes made. It's just everything about it. It was just brilliant. As I said, as it goes on, I prefer some of the older films because I like the route they take with what happens with Freddy, and they make him more of a focal point.
People don't talk enough about Nancy and how great she is because
Heaven Camp's so good.
Yeah, like you don't see final girls very often going for the killer. I mean, you're doing some like later films in series, like Jamie Lee Curtis does in the Halloween in one of the later installments. She'll go after him, but this is like the very first film in the series, and the final girl's like, right, I'm going for you. I've got traps.
Yeah.
Let's dance.
And then the final scene, the ending, I was almost like, this is definitely a dream, because it was just felt too fake. It was like bright lights and smoke machines and everyone's putting up.
Yeah, they didn't even mention that. They say a thing of, "Can you believe this fog?" And then they're like, "Well, we can believe anything." They're even making reference to it being a dream.
So what do you think was real? Will?
I think the first. I'm gonna guess the part where they're at the friend's house, they have that sleepover. I'm gonna guess up to that point was all real, and then from when she falls asleep and then the first kill happens up until when she just wakes up right at the end was all a dream. When I say literally right, but then I don't know, because then the final scene I feel like is a dream. So Scott, out of 100.
Yes. I'd go like 85, 90 for me, because I have so much nostalgia for the film that might cloud maybe what someone who's never seen it before doesn't see. But it's just got such a special place for me and my love for horror that I think it'll be probably one of my favourite films till the day I shuffle off this mortal coil. Let's go with 85, maybe 90.
Jack.
87 and a half.
So it's 85.
I like that.
You want 87 and a half as your final?
Yeah, why not?
87 and a half.
I'll give that an 86, I reckon.
86.
It's because it is just, it's high. There's no doubt about it. As I said, when you think of OG horror films as well as characters, you always think of Freddy. It's so well done. As I said, there is some scenes you said it's a bit patchy, but you can't criticise them that. Look at the budgets of films nowadays, especially how high it is as well.
Yeah.
The practical effects in that were fantastic. You can't doubt it. And as I said, I think.
I'm going to give it a 79. Sorry if that makes you feel ashamed. Because you're all talking about how Freddy is like the most iconic character, but in this one, I didn't see him enough.
Was it the mum?
It was the mum. Because your perception of Freddy is from all of the films when he becomes the main character.
Yeah,
whereas to me, he is
that.
the villain in this film, and I didn't see him enough to for him to be that such great character. But he was good in this. I liked him in this. He was a good villain.
I prefer him in this one than the later ones. So that means Jack are very different in that sort of thing. Because I think he's just a lot scarier than some things that happen later down the line.
Like the 79 score is the special effects. I think really carried that, and the acting was really carried that. But 79 is still high for a horror film for me because so many horror films for me just don't do it, and this one is definitely one that it was really good. So even though it's a 79 and you guys all gave it 80s, I still really liked it.
I'm going to put mine up to 90 just because I'm trying to think of what I'd do to improve it, and there's not a lot that I would change. A couple of practical effects here and there, but I can't really give it a lower score if there's not much I would do differently.
Well, there you have it, everybody. A 79 from me, an 86 from Jack, and a 90 from Scott. If you enjoyed the video and want to listen to the full commentary, be sure to press that subscribe button, as that will be released on the channel at a later date. And while you're at it, why not follow us on Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. Me and Jack will be back with another video very soon. Cheerio.